So let's discuss about the ServiceNow. So actually, so the ServiceNow is like something like it's a cloud-based environment where you'll not be handling any servers at your end. Okay, so all the infrastructure is maintained by the ServiceNow itself, the ServiceNow vendor itself. So whenever we want to implement the ServiceNow in our current environment, what they'll be giving is like they will be giving us the instances. Instances is like the links which we can implement it. And in order to access the service now, only thing which you want is like a good internet connection, and along with that, like a browser. Okay, Google Chrome browser is preferred, or Microsoft Edge also you can use, but Chrome is more preferred. So we're using that browser, you can just access the service now. Okay, and you are accessing the service now, something like as a platform, as a service. You are just using that service as a platform. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Oh. So the ServiceNow is nothing but like the IT service management tool, and as I told you, like it's a cloud-based environment, like where before and all, like the people used to use Remedy as a ticketing tool. Okay, so that Remedy is like the maintenance cost of that Remedy is more, and there are no lot many customizations which were possible using that Remedy. So that's the reason many companies are switching to ServiceNow from Remedy. They in this service now, like we can do lot many customizations, and also like this service now will provide us a free instance, like for all the people. Like if you want to learn the service now, one thing which you can do is you can create your instance like for learning purpose. And also there are a lot many like what I can say, even the support will be provided by them. Like whenever you have queries, there are like the communities are there, and if you want to learn about it, like the tutorials will be provided by them. All that support will be provided by the service now. So that's the reason many people are switching from BMC Remedy to service now. Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. So when we just check the benefits of service now, like as I told you, like it's hosted on the cloud. So the maintenance cost of it is less. And also it's more customizable. So however we want, we can just customize it. Like for example, according to your project requirement, you can customize the environment. It's nothing like you have to use it in that way only. The customizations, we can do it. And also the integrity and the data confidentiality is also more in that. Okay, and like whenever we want, we can just install the plugins on demand. We can like whatever the plugins which you want, like whatever the applications which you want, you can just install it as you are installing it from your app store, from the Apple app store. Like if you want any applications, you'll be just installing it, right? Like in the same way, in the service now also, we'll be having a store from where we can install the plugins whenever it's needed. And in that plugins also, they are like paid and the free plugins. Like the paid plugins need to be paid, but for the free plugins, like the free apps which you are installing, like in the same way you can install it. Okay, so when you check, like these many companies are relying on the service now as of now. So that's the reason like the service now is emerging a lot. And also like this it's not needed to be more technical to learn the service now. Okay, so if a person is a what I can say, like he's not more technical, but if he want to learn the service now, he can just learn the service now, because it's not more technical like the other scripts. It's not needed like the Python, the Angular JS, like that level of coding is not required in that. Like if you are comfortable, if you are comfortable with all the modules in the service now along with a JavaScript, you can manage the ITSM modules. You can work on the service now. So that's the reason like these many companies are relying on the ServiceNow. Like why it's like the service now, as I told you, like the ITSM costs are reducing, the maintenance of the server cost is reducing, and also you can do lot many customizations. And at the same time, like the service now, right from like now, the service now is in San Diego, and like it's going to install the Tokyo version also. Yearly it's like releasing two new versions. So like with every new version it's improving a lot based on the customer feedback. So what it will be doing is like it will be first installing the beta version and ask the customers to check that. And if like customer faces any issues, or like if they say like these things are not good and all those things, like they'll be rectifying that, and they'll be releasing the like the main version, we can see. And also it's like after releasing the main version also, if there are any issues in that, okay, so that way also like they'll be releasing the patches for that, and that all the issues will get like rectified in that patches. Like who uses the service now? Everywhere. Like for example, like if you are employee, if you want to request any service, for example, if you have joined any company called ABC, okay, so if the manager want to raise a request on behalf of you for creating your access or creating a Teams account, like all those things, onboarding formalities, we can say that all the onboarding formalities can be done by just a single form submission. If you just submit the single form, like all the workflows, we can attach it at the back end, like what all the needed things can be done using that single form. So the administrators, the implementers, developers, like these all are the people who are who can use the service now, and who can learn the service now. As I told you, like it's not any prerequisite to learn the service now. You can just like if you are aware about a little programming knowledge, and like if you are familiar with all the modules in the service now, you can get the service now. It's not needed that you have to have this background to learn this service now. And like let me show you. So when you just check this, so what will happen is, this is the customer side. Okay, so the service now, the main databases, everything is stored here. So in between that, what you can see is the agent service, the web service, and the SSL is also present. And the firewalls are also present. Here, what you can see is like the mid server will be present. We'll talk more about the mid server in the later classes. But as of now, the only thing which you can take it from here is the security is more, and also the maintenance cost is less, as we are not managing any servers. And by like by mistake, if you have deleted any data in your current instance, the backup will always be there at the service now end. Is it clear till now?
Yes, yes, it's clear.
Okay, okay. So now
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Shira, Radhavir, can you hear me?
Yeah, Shadab, I can
Shira,
hear.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, Shira, like just a basic question, just before we proceed further, just wanted to
Okay.
check, do you understand like the difference between a server and a database and a client side?
Please, I can't really hear the accents well. Please, can you just take it bit by bit so I can hear you very well? Sorry.
Okay.
Can you come again?
So I'm asking, do you understand a basic difference between a cloud and a server side and a client side?
No.
So what do we call a server side and what do we call a client side? What do you understand by client side and what do you understand by a server side? Because
I don't
that is more
understand.
important to understand the basic
Okay.
difference.
Okay. I don't know it.
Resma, like
Okay.
you need to explain. Yeah.
Okay. So, as we are telling, like the client side is nothing but when you are searching something from the Google. Okay. The screen which you are seeing, the Google page. Okay. That is nothing but the client side. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the data, it is retrieving from some database. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever the search you are doing it, like the data, we are getting it from the database at the back end. So the database which is there at the back end, that thing we can call it as the server side.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
as I'm telling you the cloud, okay. So
Mm,
client side, you can just take it as the browser, Google browser, Google Chrome browser or any browser. And coming to the server side, you can take that as the database which is retrieving that information, which is giving that information which you searched on the client side.
okay.
Okay. And I'm telling you like the cloud. Okay. This cloud is nothing but like as I told you, platform as a service. We don't have any servers at our end. Okay. All the
Yeah.
servers are maintained by the ServiceNow.
Okay.
Okay. So the only thing which we have at our end is the ServiceNow instance, which I told that you can open it from the browser, right? Only that we have it.
Okay.
Okay. All the
Yes.
servers which I told you, like this database and all those things, are maintained by the ServiceNow itself.
Okay. They're all maintained by the service now itself, right?
Yes, it is maintained by ServiceNow itself. So that's the only reason, like even our like the maintenance cost is also reduced.
And Resma, what is the difference between a database and a server?
Actually, when we just take the database and the server, okay, database is
Yeah.
nothing but like where we will be storing all the information. It's something like
Okay.
repository kind of thing. Okay. And coming to
Yeah.
the server, it is nothing but where the database can be hosted on that server. Got it? Like we can create say SQL database or any database on that particular server. For example, if we have the some ABC server, okay, on that ABC server, if we want to create any database, we can create on that server. Clear?
Yes, Shira, are you getting? So basically, server is like something remote computer. It is placed at a remote location, and it keeps on
Okay.
executing 24 into 7. It will keep on running every time.
Okay.
And generally, all the data, whatever the data that we have, all the data is stored on a server. Why? Because a server keeps on running all the time, and we can access the database anytime, 24 into 7.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So, yes. And feel free to ask any question at any
Yes, I
time.
will. Yes, I will. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shida. So can we just like let us open and we'll come to know how like that will get how to open the ServiceNow instance and all those things. So you can just open the Google Chrome browser. Just type in ServiceNow developer. And if you want to create any new account, So what you can do is you can just sign up and start building. And you can enter all your details here. And whatever the password you want to set, you can set that. Okay, so what it is saying is like it will be sending an email to my email address. So what we have to do is we will just go to our Gmail and we'll try to verify that account. So this type of message you'll be getting where you need to verify the email address. Okay, click on verify email. So you're clear, right? First, you'll be opening the ServiceNow developer instance and you'll be entering all the details and click on submit. So after that, you'll be getting an email to your email address asking to verify the email. You can just click on that verify email and then like you'll be redirecting automatically to login. Okay. So after that, what you can do is you can just click on login. So with the same credentials, you can just log in. And one thing in this is like you have to use the instance. If you don't use the instance for 10 days, like the instance will be revoked. Okay. So it will be asking you like you are using it as a developer oriented or you want a guided experience. So we are using it as a developer. So you can just click on S and go to next. And what is your job responsibility? You can just click on developer and all those things. Click on I have read and finish the setup. Okay. So after like logging into the application, this is the screen which you can see. Is it clear?
Shira.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay.
Shira, yeah. So, yeah. Before we proceed further, could you please repeat the same step on your system if you're logging from your laptop?
Can you see my
Yes.
screen now?
Yes, we can see.
I have an account with ServiceNow already, so I think I
Okay.
can do this.
Okay.
Yes.
So you know how to
Do I need
create
to?
the account, right?
Yes, I can create an account. Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Should I stop sharing?
Okay. You can stop this sharing. I can start my share.
You can see what is on this page, right?
Can you stop your share? I can start my sharing.
Okay. Okay. Stop.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Let me know when you can see my screen.
I can see your screen.
Okay. So after that, so what you have opened is like the ServiceNow learning screen. You have to open a developer.servicenow.com.
Okay.
Okay.
Developer. Okay.
Yeah, let me ping you this link in the chat so that it will be helpful for
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Okay. So after creating the account, what you can do is you can just request an instance. So it will just take some time to check the instance. And like after setting up the instance, it will be asking you like in which version you want the service now. Like the current versions which we have it is Tokyo, San Diego, Rome, Quebec. Like the before versions you can't do, like the before versions are not supported by ServiceNow. So that's the
Okay.
reason, like it will ask all the users to upgrade it to the newer instance. Okay, you can just click on start building. So my instance version is now it's dev 140480. Okay, so this is the link of my ServiceNow instance. Okay, so this is the one,
Instance.
and the
Okay.
user name is this one, and the password which I have is this one. Okay, and if I
Please.
want to open the instance, I can just click on that open instance.
Okay. Please, I don't understand this instance. Please, can you come again? And why is the content available for just Turkey, San Diego,
Okay, uh,
Rome? Yes, right.
yeah. So the thing is like as we know, like for the Apple updates also, like it will not send the updates to the old versions of Apple iPhones, right? In the same way, like the service now also, it will support only till Quebec. Okay,
Okay.
4 versions it can support. Like for example, if it is like releasing the other version, okay, so after Tokyo, if it release any version with the name U, so then it will support only till Rome.
Okay.
Okay, only the 4 versions are supported by ServiceNow. The older versions, like it will not support. Like if we have any issues in the older instances other than like before Quebec, Paris and all, Paris, Orlando, if we have any issues, usually like it will not support. And even the ServiceNow docs are nothing but for each and every instance, it will be releasing the ServiceNow docs. So if you want any information about the ServiceNow, the one thing which you can do is you can just go to the servicenowdocs.com and you can search your topic. Okay, let me so if you want to
And
search about the glide record, okay, glide record in ServiceNow, what you can do is like you can search it in like the ServiceNow docs. Okay, in that we'll be having the complete information about that. Like that's the uh, correct information you'll be getting it in ServiceNow docs. Okay,
yeah.
so that's the only reason, like the older versions are not supported, and even the documents and all the things will be updated only till Quebec, not to the older versions. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so when you are created your account, so the first thing which you can check here, is the instance status as like we have just created it, like it is online, and the release which we have used it is in Tokyo version. Okay, we have requested a Tokyo version instance. So it created a Tokyo version instance. And at the same time, like it provided us a role called admin role. Like we'll discuss more about these roles in the later part. But for now, like this admin role is nothing but like the highest role which we have it in ServiceNow. Like we are by using that particular admin role, we can perform all the operations. Okay. And then comes to this instance action. Like if you want to activate any plugin, as I told you, like if you want to install any application in your iPhone, so what you'll be doing, you'll be going to the App Store and installing, right? So in the same way,
Yes.
like if you want to activate any plugin, okay, so here we have like these all are the plugins which are currently available. So if you want to activate anything, you can just click on activate. So by default, that will get activated.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to act, and there are two ways in which you can activate the plugin. One thing is activate the plugin, and the other thing is activate plugin with demo data. Okay. So when you are doing it
Yes.
in your personal developer instance, so it is always advisable to activate the plugin with demo data, so that like to perform any operations or to check the data, you can check it with the demo data. But when we are doing it in the company, so you should activate it with activate plugin, not with demo data, because the data which is already existing in the environment, and this data like that will get corrupted.
Yes.
So the best
Yeah, please, sorry.
practices.
We are
Yeah.
sorry, please. We are a bit fast, so
Okay.
I'm a bit confused now. Please, can you just slow it down a bit? I don't
Okay.
understand this activate plugin. I want you to explain it again.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
So you're clear till activating the plugin, right?
Yes.
Okay. So to activate that plugin, we have two ways. Okay. One is
Okay.
we can activate the plugin, and the other way is activate the plugin with demo data. Demo data is nothing but like the dummy data. Dummy data is like it will just create, for example, if we take the user table, okay, it will by default create some users. Yeah. See, these all are the like the dummy users, just the demo data. For the demo purpose, these all data is loaded for us. Clear?
Okay.
So if we just activate it with the demo data, we'll be getting all the data. And if we are just activating the plugin, so the only thing which will happen is we'll just get that user table and we'll not get all these records. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you clear now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So like one is the activate the plugin, and then comes the manage email properties. Manage email properties is nothing but like for example, like you have ordered something in the Amazon. So what will happen, like for your email address, there will be always sending some notifications, something like your order is shipped, your
Yeah.
order is on the way, your order is delivered, and all those things will be getting it, right? So there what will happen is once we place the order, okay, so there is a channel which will get established between our email and that order. So based on the status of that particular order, the emails will be sent to your mailbox. Okay, clear?
Okay.
What you can say is like in this ServiceNow instance, we can send and receive the emails. Okay. So it can just act as a mailbox also. Both sending and receiving, both are possible in this ServiceNow instance. And like if you don't want to send any emails, you can just disable that.
Okay.
Okay. And then the next part is the release instance. Release instance is nothing but like if you are not working on this particular ServiceNow instance and you don't want that, then in that case you can just select the reason and you can just release the instance. And the next time when you try to log in, again you'll be getting an option called request an instance. Clear?
Okay. So
And then comes the change the user role. As I already told you, like this admin is the highest role which we have, and this admin role is already provided to us. And like if you want only the app engine studio creator, like if you want to create just an application, okay, so it's nothing but like a no code. We'll be not having any code. We'll be just using the app studio over there. So for that, we'll be using this app engine studio creator. But ideally, this admin role is preferred. And then next goes to the remove.
yes.
Yeah, next goes will go to the remove demo data. As I already told you, like this demo data is nothing but the dummy records which we have it in the tables. Okay, when we are using this particular instance in if you want to deploy it in any company, okay, if you want to use the same instance for some company, so we don't want any demo data there. Okay, so we want the actual data in our ServiceNow instance. Okay, so in that case, what we'll be doing is we'll be just clicking on this and we'll be removing the demo data before inserting our valid like actual records. Clear?
So
And then comes the manage instance password. By default, like the password will be given to us, and if you want to change anything, you can just change it using the reset instance password button. And by default, like